I thought I was stuck in a loveless arranged marriage. I never expected him to be the love of my life. My husband and I have been married since we were 18. At 9, my family promised me away to our family friend's son. Eventually, I turned 18 and met my husband for the first time. I hated him. Looking at him made my blood boil because I had already loved someone. We got married 2 days after the meeting, and after the wedding, we didn't do anything. I remember sitting on the honeymoon bed. He walked in and said, "I do not love you, nor do you love me, so let's have an open relationship." I didn't argue and told him okay. I was happy because I could see the guy I was so desperately in love with, but we had rules. We could never have sex in the bedroom, and we must always sleep in the same bed. No talking badly about each other to our partners or more basic things. So every year after that, we put on the same act, a loving husband and wife, at family gatherings after we went off with our partners. My boyfriend and I were doing very well, while my husband never dated, only had one-night stands. A couple of years passed, and I thought everything was going okay till I found out my boyfriend had been cheating on me with a friend from high school. Ironic, I know. I went home and cried. My husband came into the bedroom where I was crying, asking me if I was alright. Even though I hated him, I told him everything, and he held me there for hours. After he and I got closer, I took a break from dating while my husband still did one-night stands. We started keeping each other company. We did movie nights, game nights, and he took me dancing. Then he stopped going on one-night stands. I never asked. A couple of nights ago, when I was getting snacks for our movie, I saw him deleting all the dating apps he was on. I didn't mention it. I sat with the snacks, and he scooted closer until our shoulders touched. I felt a little nervous and fluttery like a teenager on their first date. He got a work call late at night and promised to return immediately. I fell asleep on the couch, and when I woke up, I was in bed with my husband, cuddling me. I was very flustered by this, and after that, it has never been the same. This man I hated so much, the man I cursed for years before I got married, turned out to be the opposite of what I thought he was. It's like I have a school crush. I can't believe it's taken all these years for me to realize that it is not his fault that I was promised away. He was also promised away to a stranger, so I could imagine how he felt. My husband started bringing me flowers and gifts, and he tells me it's because he just thought it would be nice. We began staying up all night together and sleeping until almost noon. He bought me an engagement ring upgrade and cuddled me to sleep when he used to be on the other side of the bed. I think I'm in love with him and don't know how to tell him. Update. I have some bad news. My husband and I have to fly back to our home country for funeral planning. His mother, unfortunately, has passed away, and she died of a stroke. My husband hasn't stopped crying. I'm doing my best for him. He's sleeping beside me. He refuses to let me get up. We've been in bed all day, and I have to use the bathroom, but I can't because he hugs me whenever I try to leave the bed. My husband said something earlier today that caught me off guard. He was talking about children and continuing bloodlines. We have never had a serious talk about children or our relationship because we usually ignored each other or ran off with our partners. He told me he wanted children and that we should raise them. I still have much to think about, especially since we have never said I love you to one another. We flew back to Pakistan for the funeral. After the funeral, we went home. My husband was in bed for days straight, refusing to eat, move, or do anything. I had to spoon feed him because he would not die of starvation on my watch. Eventually, he began walking around the house, talking and eating more. I booked him his first counseling meeting last week, and he's been more verbal with his feelings. I told him over dinner how I have been thinking about us spending some time apart so he doesn't become dependent on me. To say the least, when we got home, he went crazy. He said it wasn't an option, and what I said made him so upset that he didn't speak to me for a day. We sat down, and he talked about his feelings for nearly 2 hours. He discussed our arranged marriage, parents, open relationships, and past partners. He admitted that he hated my ex-partner for more reasons than one, but never said anything about it. He told me he likes how I dress, does my hair, and thinks I'm hot. I laughed because when we first married in our home country, all the women said he was too good looking for me. It was a very funny night. We went back and forth to tell stories. He told me he is in love with me too. We laughed all night. He wanted us to renew our vows and have a new wedding ceremony. I told him he was crazy and we would have to tell our parents the truth if we ever did that. Again, we video called our parents and told them the truth. We started with what happened on our honeymoon night, and we decided not to have an open relationship anymore. They were very pissed but would allow us to redo the ceremony, but we would have to do it in Pakistan. My husband automatically agreed, and we will do the ceremony at the beginning of the new year. Even though my husband is happy right now, I can tell he is still grieving. So we mostly counsel, work, and try to improve our home lives with each other. I've talked to his father to see how he is doing. He's been staying with my parents for the past week. May Allah's blessing be upon him.